What's up, everybody? It's your boy Michi Black, and right next to me is Main Event RJ with the strap. And man, what a night of graps we had. First and foremost, I feel like when I speak for everyone, when I say TK, we gotta start with the night pay-per-views, bro. I just want to say,
Back to the
RJ,
afternoons. Let's
you know
go.
I'm a man. I love my naps, right? I took no naps yesterday, right? So
Damn.
I'm like, yeah, I'm like, okay, we about to see what happens. So I'm going there. I had 2 energy drinks, and I was up all the way up to about 2 o'clock this morning.
Damn. It was that. I mean, yeah, it was a 4 hour
And,
show.
and then
Started.
and
Oh
then
my
at
god.
12:30, and then I try to watch Media Scrum, but it's like it takes a while for it to get going.
I
So I'm
didn't.
like, all right, let
Yeah.
me turn that off. And then I was up trying to sleep. But I just want to say, TK, like, let's never do that again.
Let's go
Like,
back to
yeah,
afternoons.
afternoons, King. Or I'll even give you a compromise. If you have to start it later, 6 o'clock, the show has to start.
Fact 6 would be great. I think 6 would really hit
Six,
that evening stride. But I mean,
I'll even take 7. I'll take 7 for real, for real.
an
8 is
hour.
crazy though.
I think an hour is. I mean, yeah, sure, but yeah,
8 is
nah.
crazy.
I mean, I wouldn't know. I was in bed sleep, unfortunately, because I had to work. Believe me, I would have been up with y'all, but I unfortunately had to work. I had to be up at 4 in the morning to make sure I got my black ass to work. So I unfortunately should have probably slept at least a little bit.
Oh my
I hate
god.
missing pay per views because of sleep. I hate missing good pay per views because of sleep.
Yo, man.
It
Honestly, I'm
sucks.
not gonna cat real quick. I didn't think I was gonna make it. I
I
didn't think
I probably would have barely made it because I had work that day. I probably would have barely made it, but I would have made it. I would have been groggy as hell, but I would have made it because that
Like I was like, yeah,
there
TK, we definitely writing a letter.
there's a part at this show where I would have got a second win, and we'll talk about it when we get to it. But yeah,
All right. I'm gonna let you start though, cause you say you got a hot take. I'm gonna let you start out before we talk about the card. Or
yeah.
do you want to talk about the card and then we get into your hot take?
Let's talk about the card because my hot take is about the start of the show in general. So we might as well just start out with the show
Okay.
because technically, the opening contest was FTR versus Jet Speed because that match bled over from the pre-show into the main
Yep.
show. So technically, that's the first match.
Yep.
And I'm not gonna lie to you, I didn't like it. I didn't like the idea of them bleeding the pre-show into the main show because,
Hold
to
on.
be honest with you,
Like, did not like it?
I did not like the idea of bleeding the pre-show into the main show like that because I'll be
What?
honest with you, if you wanted it on the main card, it probably should have just made the main card. And I think that's like to defend myself here before I get
Oh my God, I'm
crucified
gonna
by
let
the
you go.
sickos, right? I think in an industry like professional wrestling where everything's basically been done, it's cool to do different things to try out stuff. But the start of a pay-per-view is so good or not good, it's so important because the anticipation of sitting through and getting to the show start, the beginning, like cinematics, the fireworks, the crowd starting to finally get hyped because they finally, the show's finally starting. And I'll be honest, the entrances for the first match are kind of important, and you kind of took that away from FTR and Jet Speed, which, to be fair, they're FTR and Jet Speed. They're phenomenal athletes regardless, and I guess it's their way to say you should have watched the pre-show. I'll be honest with you, I still don't care about the pre-show. So really, I just got a weird introduction into the pay-per-view I was looking forward to because the pre-show went long, but it's not that it went long because they clearly scripted it
Yeah.
to be like that. So it's like I didn't like it as someone who literally just woke up and turned on the pay-per-view. But I guess maybe if you sat through the pre-show, it was kind of cool. I didn't vibe with it. Personally, I didn't vibe with it.
I'm really lost for it. I did not think that's what you're gonna say.
That's what I'm saying. I didn't see anybody talking about it until right before we recorded it. They're like, "Oh, this was awesome." I'm like, okay, I have a hot take to start the show because I didn't like this.
Okay.
I don't
That's
know.
insane. I hear you, but I think it was different though. I honestly think it was something
It
different. It
was.
was kind of cool that like you got from the pre-show and then they're fighting through all the fireworks there. I thought that was a cool shot. However, I will agree with what you said though. If you want them on the main show, should just put them on the main show.
That's how I
Like,
felt about it. Yeah.
I understand. I really do understand because for all of that, like you could just have them on the main show and they just could just literally open the show and like that'd been a okay. But I'll take it for like being different. You know,
Yeah,
I'll give it as whatever, but it wasn't nothing like
and
they should ever do again though.
I think that's why I don't hate it because it is different. But I could have done without it. Me
I
personally, I could
understand.
have done without it. That's
I
why.
hope they don't do it again though.
I mean, I feel like everybody seemed to love it. They're probably gonna do it again. It'll probably be something more dramatic though. But it felt weird to me because, like I said,
Got you.
a year from now when I go back to rewatch it, I'll probably go, oh yeah, that was the time I did that. That was cool. And then fast forward through it because I'm basically watching the second half of a match.
Yeah, got
I'm
you.
not gonna go back to rewatch the pre-show before the show.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's just me, of
I
course.
hate you. No, I got you. All right, but since that was just your hot take, let's get on to the match. How'd you feel about Jet Speed and FTR as a whole, the whole match as a whole?
It was it was as good as I expected FTR Jet Speed match to be. It was a fun tag team match. It was great. And I think they won the correct way. They
Okay.
Yeah, that's just how they're gonna do it because they want to be those big time tag team heels. That's how they're gonna cheat. Do I think FTR needs to cheat to beat the younger team of Jet Speed? No, not at all. But you want them to be the heel guys? Let them do heel stuff. So I'm chill with it. It was a good match. The half I saw was a good match.
Yeah. All right, cool. I was want to ask you, like, I didn't have much for it. It was a good match. Nothing special. Like, I don't want to beat a dead horse about it. However, though, we are going to talk about some other tag matches. We had the Demand versus the Hurt Syndicate. I like to say we had the wrong winner here.
I agree.
We had the wrong winner here, ladies and gentlemen. I don't think we should have had the Hurt Syndicate winning at all because
Cleanly. I'll say clean. They should have if they introduced somebody new to cheat.
Yeah,
fine,
I was just about to get to that, King, because MVP
victory.
said a couple weeks ago or a couple weeks to like a month ago, he said that he can't be the guy. He knows he's not the third guy because he knows he's up there in age. So now, bro said that. I have yet to see any inklings for a new member. Haven't seen anything. Like, it's just been nothing. And MVP is somehow still going to get this trios match with him being the third guy. So is he going to be in this team and be the third guy or not? And if he is not, we need to see who this new person is. Yeah. I'm hoping this week we see who this new person is.
Yeah.
Because like bro literally said it that he cannot be the third guy. He is getting a championship match for 3 people for the straps as a third guy.
Yeah. Like if they got like a regular tag strap opportunity out of it, like a kind of like for a rematch or whatever for the tag, fine. But you can't be like, yeah, I'm not the third guy. We need somebody younger and you know that can last longer. And then he's just the third guy every time. And to be fair, maybe they're having contract issues with whoever they're trying to pick up, or maybe they haven't stamped down a third yet. But then don't set up the story of we need a different third, and then, or at least don't let it be we need a different third because I can't be the third, and then he's still the third. Because like,
bro,
it's like how are you still the third?
Why
but you just said
like,
you can't be the third. It's like I don't know.
We can have tryouts. Like you could have put anything for like people to try out and see if they'll be able to fit in with the Hurt Syndicate. Like, but we need something, and I'm hoping this week we get that something. On to the flip side, go ahead. I'm gonna let you go.
Have MVP be on commentary for a few matches for like certain like black wrestlers where he just randomly comes out to be on commentary. So it's like they're like that. Oh, I was just here for a wrestling match. Oh wait, no, now the Hurt Syndicate's watching me. Now I gotta do something where like you could have done that, but that trios match is on Wednesday.
I mean, we still got a chance.
I still think they should do that. Don't get me wrong, but they're not gonna do it for the trios title opportunity, which feels like a missed opportunity. Especially with what happened earlier, or what happens later. So, I don't know.
Well, hold on. We got to go on the flip side, though, because you got to talk about Ricochet and the Demand, because they are a well-oiled machine together.
Yeah, they're just still looking.
They work really well, and I hope this is the last time they face each other, unless we get the Hurt Syndicate with their new third. If they do it again with MVP, I'm going to be really upset because they're wasting time.
I don't even want to do with the new third, to be honest with you. I mean, I guess it'd be a good showing off the new third, but then it's like if you were going to do that, you should have did that before and not after
obviously.
Matches.
Like
I would
a
like
missed
them to
opportunity.
Separate for a while. Just let them go let Gates back and go for the tag titles. Let Ricochet do a singles title. Let them keep looking cool together. Like let them do that together.
I definitely like that. I think they did everything that they need to do. I also like to talk about the start of the match, how the Hurt Syndicate was coming out and they're trying to do the thing, and the man literally said, "Fuck all of that," and
Yeah.
literally stopped them
Yeah.
mid entrance just to beat him. I love that. I love that, and they got right to it. There was a lot of flipping. Um,
Of course,
I'm
Ricochet's
trying
the
to think.
match.
Yeah, I wanted to say, oh, Shelton Benjamin's a dog. Bro, German
Yes.
suplex, Ricochet out the ring with his strong ass. And then,
Then, then,
bro, and then proceeded to jump
yeah,
over.
I
Like,
love
bro,
that.
what? At his age, like, you had to be so damn strong just to be able to German suplex Ricochet out the ring. Like, you had to throw him over your head. That's
Yeah,
crazy. That's
I
crazy, bro.
I'm not gonna lie to you. This could be a hot take, and another one. If you only have an opportunity to put that AEW World Title on one person, it should be Shelton Benjamin. Cause I'm not saying Bobby's bad or anything. I'm just saying if you're gonna go for the AEW spirit,
Mm-hmm.
that's Shelton, dog. You gotta put that AEW World Title on Shelton at least once, cause he just he embodies everything that AEW is trying to do in professional wrestling. He's just
Mm-hmm.
that guy for them. If you didn't reconnect the Hurt Syndicate, I would still want Shelton Benjamin in AEW as by himself. He would do. He is doing so well.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so into Shelton Benjamin whenever he's on my screen. I would like to see
No,
him win singles gold and a world title, not just one or the other.
yeah, I'm definitely with you on that. I really do hope, like, after all of this, like, he gets his time at a singles strap
Yeah.
because, like, he really deserves it. Now, my next match, because actually, fuck it, I'm gonna get out the way because I didn't care for it. We're gonna get this 500K match out the way,
You
ladies and
didn't
gentlemen.
care for the. Come on, dude. You're rage baiting me. There's no way. This match was so good. There's no way you
hold,
didn't care for this
hold,
match.
hold on, bro. Let me explain. Let me explain.
Oh my god.
I did not care for it, that's a true statement. Okay, I just didn't care for the story, not because of the actual wrestling. The match itself was decent.
The story was that they're broke and need money. What more do you what more do you need out of it?
I'm talking. I'm
And
talking about.
also
Hold on. I'm talking about Jurassic Express more so
that
anything.
they've never beaten the Bucks. That's a simple story. What did you not care
Uh,
for? That's it. That was just the whole story. They never beat
man,
him.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Maybe it's just a bias. I'm really over Jack Perry.
He
I'm sorry.
hasn't done it. All he's done is return and then put on a
Yeah.
good ass match.
Nah. Yeah.
Not
I'm
the
sorry.
first match, but this match.
Like I'm trying, man. I'm trying. I'm just like
I will not be rage
Luchasaurus.
baited.
Luchasaurus.
I told you,
He's tough.
Luchasaurus. I
He's
told
tough.
you,
He is
Luchasaurus.
tough.
I told you that I liked him with Christian because he got to be really vicious, but he's so good and can go so well.
Yeah.
That I don't know
he's
why he
tough.
wasn't doing that shit more. He's
Like
good.
I was definitely shocked, but I'm definitely glad that he won. That he definitely was showing off. Now, on the flip side, the Young Bucks. Did you see their fucking their Tron John? How you spent through all that money to be broke now? Ridiculous.
$37 in that account, and they needed what?
Rid-
What did it say? $499,000 to get back into like out of debt.
It's ridiculous, man.
That's so. That was great. It being
Yeah.
their receipt saying that they have insufficient funds, and it just going insufficient funds, and that's just their entrance music. It was great. Did you see?
Like,
They took
the
a
crowd.
picture with somebody in the crowd that said, "I'll give you $20 for a
Yeah,
picture."
just to help them because they fucking need it, bro. The crowd started putting out like, here's some dollar bills, here's some dollar bills.
I was dying. I'm like, they're
They
really
gotta
giving.
put extras in there that actually gives them
Yeah,
money.
they're giving out Twitch donations in the middle of in the middle of the entrance because these motherfuckers are broke.
Here's a sub. Here's a sub, David. Just here's some. You
Bro,
need.
here's $5, bro. Get a sandwich or something, bro. Y'all are broke.
Now they got come one day. They got come one day when their clothes is all ripped up and all
Tattered.
nasty.
Oh, brother, that they are killing me.
But
with the
now-
broke, they keep making it good each time. That's what I love about this joke. This is it's a running joke that isn't getting old because it keeps getting changed slightly enough that it's like, oh, dude, I like this joke. This joke is funny. They're broke, haha. And still,
But now
Broke.
we gotta talk about though what happened after the match. So they lose. Jack Perry, sidebar, is an idiot for this, but he wants to decide to give the Young Bucks money. Idiot.
Oh wow,
Just
dude. Out of the kindness of his heart, he wants to be nice to his former friends.
Idiot.
All right, then.
And then
that makes so much sense with your financial
then,
situation, Mr.
And then
Money
after, and then after he tried to give them money, who comes down and beats their ass? The DCF Don Callis family. What deal did the Young Bucks make with the devil?
I think it's just that they used to, he used to manage with the Young Bucks. So I think it's just that they're kind of friendly, like they're adjacent to each other. They're not Bucks aren't baby faces, but they aren't in the family. So it's like, oh, we should go help them. Those are my old guys. We're trying to get them in the family.
But
go beat up their ops real quick, and it's just like, and they just leave every time. They're just like, I don't care about this. I don't care about.
But now what's going to happen is they're going to owe a favor to Don Callis. Who wants to owe a favor to Don Callis? Because I don't.
I don't know, dude. He keeps recruiting family members to keep winning world titles. Maybe you should need a favor from Don Callis.
Because he's gonna remember it.
Yeah.
He's gonna remember it, and then he's gonna invoke him like, you remember when I did that for you?
Yeah,
and you didn't think you needed, but we helped you? You gotta pay up, sucker. That's gonna be terrible.
Yeah, it's gonna suck. Then the goat came out, Kenny Omega, to save Jurassic Express.
Oh my god! How did I forget that? Hold on, I want to say this. How come every time Kenny Omega comes out to help, he's always in jeans, like he just walked off the street, like coming into work, and he just comes and sees already no one's going out there to help him? Yeah. I'll do it myself. Like,
he does it every time. I don't know. That's like his new return gear. I guess every time he does it, he's just going to do that. He just wants the jeans, no shirt, which... If I was built like Kenny, fair, I'd also not be wearing a shirt. It makes sense. Mm-hmm. But, like, dude, he's always just jeans, no shirt. Like, guys, go on and help him. Like, dude, get a shirt. It's like, what are we doing?
Like, this is ridiculous. Like, bro, go change your shorts.
And I think,
change your pants,
I think
bro.
it's the same jeans every time, too. That's what's crazy. It's like, those are his specific return jeans every time. Which is great. Don't get me wrong. But man, it's
bro,
crazy
like
work.
You got enough time. Go put your wrestling pants on, bro.
Facts.
Like, please, we're gonna need more versatility out of you.
Which, I mean, this was to bait the Elite interaction because eventually Kenny and the Bucks are gonna get back together and be the Elite again. But I get they also needed Kenny Omega on the card considering the Andrade thing kind of fell through, and it makes sense that they are But you need Kenny Omega on the show. He does his little Inoki Forever with the sign. Great work out of the baby faces. This didn't start the show, right? This was like second match, right?
Second match.
Second match, yeah. So it was a fun way to also just do what is kind of a gimmick match with the 500K thing. So I mean, it was great. It was also just a really good wrestling match.
All right. So that's all you got to say.
I also like to say, okay, yeah, continue.
Okay, good. Now on to the real matches. So. Hecla versus Jamie Hayter. Sidebar, Jamie, I used to give you shit. You aight. Tekla, I didn't know. I was never familiar with your game.
How?
But boy, can you wrestle your ass off. Wrestle your ass off. Give her the strap. She definitely needs it. You said it last pod that we did. You said that we needed a big bad heel, and Tekla was a person. I see the vision, King. I see the vision.
I see the vision, but I also see, which in my opinion, the wrong winner. I think Tekla should have won this match.
Thank you. I
like that Jamie and Tekla had a really hard hitting match. I like Jamie. I do think she should start winning matches. But considering that they're probably going to win Blood and Guts, which I don't know when exactly that is, I feel like she should have lost again. And the big win should have come from her getting whoever to submit in Blood and Guts. But I guess you don't want Jamie looking too weak going into it because she's only really winning on Collision. But I personally, if I was booking it, would have had Tekla win.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely with you on that too, King. There's no reason why Jamie should have won. I definitely see where they're trying to go, but having Jamie come out and then having just Queen Amanat just come out and celebrate with her is kind of like anticlimactic in a sense, because you would have thought she Tekla and her crew was terrorizing the whole locker room for months.
Yeah, these
maybe I'm looking too deep into it, but
also So are they like a tag team now, or are they just friends because they
I
like
think they're
beating
just
up on
really
Tekla?
cool.
Okay.
Yeah, I just think they're really cool.
They've bonded over their beef with a spider. That's crazy work. But I mean,
And she,
whatever makes
mhm.
you friends as an adult, it's kind of hard.
But I like, and also I want to say because like it, it didn't really like excel anything though.
Yeah, there's no put because like they're already doing blood and guts. I feel
Like
like Jamie losing would be more incentive to get her hands on her in blood and guts. That's why I
I've
still
been
think Tekla
more,
should win.
I've been more inclined if we made this, if we had this like a tag match, because
Mm.
like after watching the match and everything, I'm like, it didn't really like excel nothing. It's not like there's a prize at the end of this or anything.
Right.
It was just two women beating on each other that leads up to Blood and Guts, which is, if I'm not mistaken, is next month or something like that.
Some of them. But to be fair, I will say though, there should be more non-title women's matches on pay-per-views. I just feel like for the winner, they probably could have just did this on Dynamite.
Mhm.
But I will say it was still a great pay-per-view match because they are very
Yeah.
very hard-hitting women. I love watching them just beat the
Mhm.
shit out of each other. It's great.
All right, cool. Next match we're gonna talk about. We're gonna talk about Briscoe versus Kyle. Prototype
Star.
Proto Star,
There you go.
Proto Star, Fletcher, and I just got gather myself because that was a great fucking match.
I know.
That was
Yeah.
really good.
And it had
really
it had the right winner, so it made it
That's
even
a
better.
proper winner.
It's great,
Bro, I've been pissed. I'm telling you, if Kyle would have lost yesterday, we would have had an emergency meeting this morning at 2:00 in the morning. We like, there's no way.
I don't know. He thought he was gonna show up. I was snoozing at 2:00 in the morning.
I'll call you. I'm telling you, I was gonna call you. Archie got you on the
How
phone
many
right
times
now.
have I missed your call? I don't have the ringtones turned up, boy. I got that shit on Do Not Disturb 24/7. I do not like being disturbed. You think I miss your calls because I look at it and go, and then call you back? No, I just got that shit. No ringer turned on. Do Not Disturb. If you need to get a hold of me, you will when I see it. I'll get there.
Yeah, that's insane.
I don't
That's insane. That's good to know that if I'm ever in need and I need you, you're the last person to call.
I'm also in a different state from you, so don't call me first.
You never know. You never know when I'm gonna be in your state, RJ.
I want to know, Chad. I have no car, no license. I don't know how he expects me to do anything. Like, when I was in his city to watch the Rumble at the beginning of the year, I took a Greyhound to get there. Like, I don't know what he wants me. I couldn't tell you your address, gun to my head. So I don't know what help you'd have to call the people in your city that you live next to help you before me. But sure.
No, that's ridiculous. That's absolutely ridiculous. But no, I honestly would have been pissed though if Kyle would have lost that, honestly. Because there's really no reason for him to lose right now. I'd say he finished out the end of the year with the strap. And then we'll talk about next year about him possibly losing. But right now, he needs to enjoy this.
The only time I can see him losing is World's End. Because World's End is literally the last day of the year going into the new year. So, like, that's if there's any title changes the rest of the year, I wouldn't be surprised they held off till then. Because they would literally go into the next year with new stuff. But until then, yeah, nah. Kyle's not losing that title anytime. He's just too good at his job. You see that dude's size? It'd take the title off that motherfucker.
And I'll also like to say, I'm tired of the conglomeration also as well.
They just got a new title shot, so you got to get over it, twin. They got that new "I'll be there for you" type beat. Yeah, nah, it's over. That shit ain't going nowhere, twin. That shit's staying. They got the little 90s sitcom featuring shit. Yeah, nah, they're here to stay. It's just them. So angry he had to moisten his lips for it.
Okay, I guess they're not going nowhere.
Conglomeration's the new bloodline. Dude, they're going to all hold gold. You put the women's title on Willow, the trios titles on Orange, Kyle, and Roddy, even though he doesn't want to conglomerate, he will. Ishii holds the world title. Mark Briscoe with the TNT. Dude, it all worked. You see how my rage bait was funny, and your rage bait is just Jack Perry hate that you regurgitate from Twitter? Yeah, little shit.
Anywho.
Shit.
On to the next match. So, we need to talk about Daddy Statlander versus Tony Storm. That match, ended really quick.
Really quick? What?
Yeah.
Did you watch the ending? It's okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go first. This was
Go
the
ahead.
match of the night. This was the best match on the card. Whatever. Okay, so I'm gonna have to sit up a little bit for this one.
Go ahead.
Whatever. I've been seeing a lot of movies this year, right? I bought a pass so I can go there so I can see as many movies as I wanted to see. I wanted to see a bunch of them. This match has what I call the Sinners problem, right? Sinners is a movie I went in with no expectations, and I didn't even know what it was, but I just went to go see it. And it's my favorite movie of 2025. It's probably one of my favorite movies ever. I love that movie. But the problem is, every movie I've seen after isn't like worse in comparison, but comes out at a time where I go, damn, that would have been my favorite movie of the year had Sinners not happened, right? So like that, there's always that like the rest of the year, everything's fighting for second place. This match is the only one that I would consider knocking off my favorite women's match of the year, which is Mercedes Tony, which I would say is the Sinners of the women's division, I guess, for AEW. That match was so good, but also not very early, but pretty early, where every women's match, I'm not comparing it necessarily to that match, but I go, can it knock off Tony Mercedes at All In? And usually they can't. This is the only match that I've even considered maybe it was just a little bit better. And the only reason it doesn't is because All In was a big stadium show, and that ending was shocking because I genuinely thought Mercedes was going to win. But this match, where I knew the winner, where it wasn't in a stadium show, was so fucking good. And the ending was exactly what I think Toni Storm, the character, needed to basically move on from the world title for the next few months. It was almost, I would almost even call it perfect, because there was just, you knew who was going to win, you knew it was going to be a hard-hitting match, you knew it was going to be a technical match, and they delivered each time. When they said Mercedes Tony was going to be the best women's match ever, I got on this pod and said it might be. I'd have to go back, I'd have to rewatch film, right? But off of like with no research, it genuinely might be. This match competes against that one so hard because of how good the ending was. And I let you go because I've been yapping, but this match
Let you go, gang.
so good with such a great ending. I was gonna let you go.
Okay. Oh yeah, there's no way I'm gonna top that. There's no way I'm gonna top that, Hair King.
Okay. Well, then what were your feelings on the match, on the ending? Because you said it ended abruptly. I'm trying to figure out where you felt abrupt.
No, not abruptly. I'm when I said end too quick, I was more saying like I wanted to go a little bit longer.
I mean, I don't know.
You don't think so?
I felt like it was fine. I felt like once we got to the ending, I was like, oh yeah, that's the ending. It makes sense. Yeah, I was chilling. I don't know. Maybe I just wasn't thinking about it. I don't, because I don't know how long the match was off the top of my head. Genuinely.
But and also, I do hope that we do not go through a phase where Tony gets the strap again either. I definitely do want to say that, because I don't think she needs the strap anytime soon. I think right now she should, because I think they're where the path that they're gonna have her go is to the tag strap.
Yeah, I was just gonna say we already know where she's headed. They basically telegraphed the ending to the tournament for the tag straps, because we know where she's going.
She ain't winning the tag strap.
Yeah,
so
I'll bet she's the first one. I bet you I know exactly who the first team to win it is. Toni Storm, and I'll wait, because I mean it's clear, but I mean
I'll make a bet with you on that too.
Bet I got you to win.
All right, next match we're gonna talk about. We're gonna talk about Bro Dito versus.
We're skipping past the Mercedes Open Challenge, since that was right after.
Oh yeah, right.
We're gonna skip over 11 belts.
I was gonna do it after. I was gonna talk about over Bro Dito. After Bro Dito.
It was directly after. Mercedes interrupted Chris. I feel like you should continue on with that.
Right. Okay. All right. My bad. Okay. Sorry, child. Let me start all over. So Chris, Daddy Stat won. Then Mercedes came out, said, "Chris, good job. You won. Get the hell out of my ring." That's what she told her.
Which crazy, by the way.
And Chris really listened.
Well,
and we're gonna leave it there.
She doesn't have a match.
Because we're gonna come back to that, but we're gonna leave it there.
I guess.
So Mercedes comes out and says, hello, blah blah blah. She's 10 belts Monet, and she said she gave out an open challenge to anyone that's holding the title.
Yeah, title for title.
And I'm gonna wait before I'm gonna give out my thoughts after I tell y'all who came out. Then Mina Shirakawa comes out and they had a match.
I don't
Before I
have
get
any
into
words.
the match, I would like to say I didn't like that at all.
Why?
'Cause,
Who else
one,
was it
I
gonna
don't think
be? You wanted an indie talent F to come out. Like I think that was.
I wouldn't want that, but I don't think Mina should have lost the strap like that. But that's just me.
Oh no, not inaugural.
In term,
Her interim fucking ROH TV title. Oh no. Whatever will this do to the lineage, giving it to the most over woman star in the company? God, dude.
bro. Oh my
Please.
god.
Dude, who cares about the ROH women's TV title, respectfully? Until Red Velvet gets healed, get healed, like she's like downed in zombies or something. You know what I mean? Until she's healed, who cares about that title? It's going to some. And then we're gonna get Red Velvet Mercedes in the future. Oh wow. Oh no, my steak too juicy, my lobster too buttery. Like I'm chilling. If there was any other title to give out, it's that one. Because the pure title isn't out yet. They're still doing the tournament. And then they'd have to be under pure rules, which, I mean, I guess Mercedes would be fine in. And the other one is on the Forever Champion, and I don't think that's ever coming off her, so there's no other title to give out.
Okay. So what was the point of her asking all these questions about where she could get the next strap from if she was just going to get it from Mina? Because if that was the case, we could have just had a story.
Because why have the story when you can just do it in an open challenge? Mina wants her chance at TBS title again. I'm going to risk my title this time, and I lost. That's the story.
Okay.
Story. It's that easy. It's literally that simple.
But that's the only gripe I had because now we have 11 belts Monet. Ultimo Monet is a crazy name. I love it.
Yeah.
And now I think that here within like the next month is when she starts losing the straps.
And I need you to shut that shit down. I need you to get on the Monet train and shut that shit down till 2026.
What you talking about?
She's not losing until 2026. Honestly, she should use some more belts. I'll be dead honest with you. She could get like 4 more. She's not losing until post.
4 more is crazy.
I'd say post January, dead ass. I don't even think we're gonna get an inkling of her even remotely losing till towards February, March ish. I'm not even like no trolling, no rage bait, no nothing. I'm being dead serious. You can hop on the boat. I will rediscuss her losing depending on who she's facing at World's End. But until then, hop on the Monet train because it ain't stopping.
Okay.
It's dead ass not stopping.
I'm telling you.
She breaks a record and immediately starts losing. Nah, that's literally just doesn't make any sense to me. Not even just to me. In general, it doesn't make any sense. That's
because okay. I'm gonna write the story for you. Imagine she wins all the belts, sucks. Right? Her winning all the belts sucks.
Yeah, it does. Those poor indie companies that took it.
Listen, so she wins the belts. She goes on this power trip. No one could beat me. I am the best in the world.
Yep.
Et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And then people, let's say someone from AEW, I don't know, I'm gonna pick a random person. Willow says, well, you haven't beat me. Boom, boom. I'm gonna take the strap from you. And she beats her and then goes from there.
You never beat me. I'm just the person you took the TBS title off of to start this
I understand, but you get what I'm saying that here.
No.
Like I just picked. Oh my god, it could be literally anyone. Willow ain't obviously was not the right person, but it could be literally anyone that she hasn't beaten and she loses to them.
There's not a soul on this roster that beats her right now, except Chris, because that's Chris Statlander and she's the world champion. Even Toni Storm's current form shouldn't beat Mercedes. So like no, there's literally nobody, unless it's Chris. Which to be fair, we did get an announcement for Full Gear, but we'll get into that after he's done. After he's done being wrong. We'll talk about that. But yeah, no, there's nobody on the roster that can beat Mercedes right now, and it makes sense.
Okay.
Not in the Big 2-5. I'm telling you, there's no
Megan.
There's no. It's still no. I still wouldn't have Megan go over on Mercedes.
Okay.
She's a bigger star, and she also has 11 championships. So no, I'm not having Megan beat her at anything. It'd be a good ass match because Mercedes gonna get thrown around, and Mercedes gonna have to use her speed. It's gonna be a great match. I still would never beat her because I wouldn't have Megan beat Chris, and I wouldn't have her beat Toni Storm before she lost the title. So no, there's no way. And I also am still under the belief that the TBS title will be the last title she loses. So even then, when she does start losing, it won't be on AEW TV until post. Now I'm actually thinking about it. It probably won't be till All In. Dead ass. It'll probably be her last title.
That'd be ridiculous.
Would it?
That'd be crazy.
She's printing them money. Why not?
Mercedes Thanos ass is gonna be having all the titles all until All In next year. Is kind of crazy to me, King.
Hey, bro, the only problems I would see are indie companies that would like to get their women's titles back, and so far, none of them have complained. Not a single one of them, because they know that their titles are on big league TV right now, on a big star. So no, I don't see anything. I don't see any losses coming. Well, except the one next month. That's the only one.
Every time I say something about her losing a strap, and you always want to combat me about it for whatever reason.
And you're wrong every time, because you say it every time. She's got this belt, now she should start losing, and then she just doesn't start losing. So I'm looking at the pattern.
I'm like, when she breaks a record, she should start losing.
And I'm telling you, by December, she's still not gonna have another loss on her record. I'm sorry, she will have one loss on her record. Continue this damn thing. She wins the interim women's TV title. Nobody cares about that title. Respectfully, love you, Mina. Red Velvet, when you get back, that people will care. And then Chris Statlander comes back out because she did like what Mercedes did to her earlier. And she hits her hard because that's just who Chris Statlander is now. She's, what is it? The God's gift to the galaxy? Something like that?
Yep.
Yeah, I fucking love that. It's so gas. It's a great title. And Mercedes runs off. She goes to the back pissed because she ruined her celebration.
I'll be mad too.
Yeah, exactly. Well, how do you think Chris Statlander felt? She just beat the biggest women's star in the company. He got interrupted by the second biggest star in the company. Pissed. I'd also be back out there.
All right, now we're gonna get into Brodito. Can I get into Brodito now?
Well, I was gonna say Mercedes challenged Chris at Full Gear, so that match will be happening at Full Gear. I think that's when she'll get a second loss on her record, and after that, she's not gonna lose anymore. And unless that's a title for title match, which I don't think it will be, there will be no title losses. If it is, I still think Chris Statlander wins, but I think that'd just be a dumb idea. It would be a dumb idea because I don't want Chris to hold both titles right now. I think she's beyond the TBS title, and I think
so too.
It'd just be better to make her look good. It's the same reason why I said she shouldn't lose to Tony this match. She should beat Mercedes in the next one, where it's like, oh, that's the next strongest person. Put her over, and it looks good. And Mercedes doesn't look bad. I lost to the women's champion, and I still have 11 belts, so she'll be fine.
All right, cool. Now can I get to Brodito?
Yes, we may go to Brodito. Okay. I don't know why I'm trying to skip past history making 11 belts Monet so bad. My bad. Are we boring you? Are the women boring you, Michi Black?
Oh my God, no, they're not boring me. But literally, like
now let's get to the second best match on the card. You shocked by this? Really? You think the tag team guy didn't like the best tag match on the card? That's crazy. I don't know what the Silence is about.
Second best?
Yeah. I would put Tony Storm versus Chris Statlander, and then Bandito. Honestly, it could be either, depending on the mood. But I think the Chris Statlander was
crazy.
Have a better ending.
But we'll get into that. We'll get to that till another day. Yeah, so we have Brodito versus Konosuke Takeshita, and wait.
IWGP World Heavyweight Champion Konosuke Takeshita. We went over this last time, but I guess you didn't get the memo, but that's fine. It's okay.
And then he teamed up with Kazuchika. I'm gonna get it right like just Robert does. Okada. I'm gonna get it right just like because he just says it so right. And this match is so damn good.
Yep.
So damn good. Brody and Brodito are just like a match made in heaven. A match made in heaven. Yeah. I don't think they should lose their straps for another 3 months.
Yeah, again, any title changes would be at World's End. I'm dead ass cool with them just not losing. There's no problem with it. Now, unlike the Hurt Syndicate, where after a while I felt like, we need to move on from this. I've not seen a reason to move on from this. It is Brodito. I love Brodito right now.
Okay. Now I won't say this though. For Kazuchika, like that's actually not a bad tag team. I think we had a wrong winner, but I think yes. Loki.
Yeah, the wrong winner, just the best. Dude, Brodito's so good. Should have lost though. What?
Should have lost. Should have lost. I've been cool with that. I
wouldn't have.
I understand the reason why, but I'd have been cool if they won. Now I say this is,
They needed beef. They already had beef, but they needed beef. Brodito,
now I'm gonna say
you
this.
wanted to sell out Brodito for C2 beef? How dare you?
Now I will say this. Okada, he knew exactly what he was doing because he was not working his ass off in this match at all.
Yeah.
Takeshita was doing all the work. Blue Thunder Bomb to Brody.
Yeah. Oh, dude, it was so cool. God,
Bro, I'm like, what are we doing? Then we had... Go ahead.
Not a triple, but a quadruple German...
Oh, my...
Brodito's so good. Or not Brody. Well, Brody King is so good, but Brodito, I fucking love those guys, man.
And then we had Bandito. I don't know what they call. I guess you want to call his finisher. What is it called one more time?
The 21 plex, because like
okay,
21 gun salute, but it's a 21.
Yep.
I don't know if it's the gun plex or if it's just a 21 plex. I can't remember.
So bro did a 21 plex with one arm. That is who thinks of things like this?
Bandito
who says,
does.
You know what? How much do you weigh? I'm gonna do this shit with one arm. Let me show you something.
Dude,
craziness.
Fucking love Bandito, and he's so good in singles matches too. If you watch an ROH, and if you're not watching ROH, do yourself a favor. Go watch just the Bandito matches. They're so good. The one he had against Hachicero at Supercard of Honor. Oh my god, it's so much fun to watch. And he's in CMLL half the time, working his ass off. Like
now, we also had Don Callis as commentary. However, now Don Callis is about to be in a pickle because he's gonna have to choose a side because he's gonna be with Okada or Takeshita, and he can't pick both.
Who do you think
can't pick both?
I can't see him picking Okada. I think he newly crowned IWGP champion. I don't mean to say Okada is old because he's not, but like. He's, past his IWGP days. He's not doing the G1s anymore, but this is a fresh new... I feel like he's going to pick Takeshita. I feel like he is.
Also, Okada's been showing face more as far as he's been the one that's turned off the TV when everyone's trying to watch a video. Takeshita's trying to do his entrance. He's trying to get into mojo and everything. Okada said, fuck all that, and ruined his mojo. And just like I definitely agree with you. I think Takeshi's gonna be the winner in the Don Callis custody. However, Okada is definitely gonna make Takeshita pay for it though. I agree. I think with that.
I don't think a face Takeshita is necessary right now. Especially since he's kind of the bad guy over in Japan being like a part-time champion because he's not over there, right? He's gonna be over here. So I feel like you just keep Takeshita heel. And you even really necessarily have to make Okada a full babyface, but No,
you don't.
Don Callis' slimy ass is definitely going to keep the younger star. That's also a world champion right now. But oh my god, what a fucking phenomenal match! It was one of those matches I criticized on the predictions, and I'm just like, in a vacuum, the match itself. I may not like the implications for the champions and stuff, but my god, just as from bell to bell, fuck, who cares about the implications of the champions? These guys are so good. They're superheroes in the ring. Because, like, what are you guys doing? God, it's so good.
And, man, I don't know who Brodito loses the tag strap to, though. Like, it's just like they're literally beating everyone. Like, I don't know who, unless it's going to be the Demand.
I would like it to be the Demand, because I still think Gates of Agony should have taken the titles off of the Hurt Syndicate. I stand on it. I think that was still the worst decision they made was... It wasn't a bad decision giving Brodito the titles, but it was a bad decision. One, not having them pin the Hurt Syndicate, and two, them not giving it to the Gates of Agony before they fully formed that group. But I mean, it's either gotta be Gates of Agony or FTR. Those are the only two, and I prefer Gates of Agony, but FTR is probably what they're doing.
Okay, I'm definitely with you on that. And the
only reason I say that is because they cheated earlier, so they're probably gonna cheat to do it. And then you get it to Jet Speed right after that, because why not? Or not why not, but because that's, they cheated to beat Jet Speed without the titles. So now they'll have to beat Jet Speed. Maybe they'll get like Stokely beat up or something. I don't know.
Oh my god.
And they'll have to do it without cheating.
Oh, Stoke.
No, yeah. They'll give him a hoe and he won't show up to the show and then he can't cheat for FTR. Dude, put me in the writers room.
Now, all right. So now we about to get into my hot take.
I've wear a t-shirt that says Stokes hoe on it.
Give me 50 of them. Give me 50 of them.
You'd wear a T-shirt that says Stokes Ho on it.
Yes, I would.
You know what? I'm not.
With his bald head on it,
That's
I definitely would. With his bald head, I'll definitely do it.
Oh, I hate that. I hate that a lot.
So we about to get in the hot take. Chat. RJ don't know what I'm about to say because I wanted to keep it. I just want to see his fresh face when I say it. The next match we're about to talk about, RJ, you're gonna be glad when I say this. It's gonna be Hangman Adam Page versus Samoa Joe. This should have been the main event of the night.
Facts. It really should have. And we'll talk about that when we get to the main event. This shit was way better. Match quality.
RJ,
debate,
I cannot wait to get to the next match because we do on the same page. I got some shit to say.
Yeah, how was I going to hate on Hangman Adam Page, my number one guy currently, and Samoa Joe, my number one guy in the history of professional wrestling? It was never going to be a bad match.
This match is everything that you want in the AEW World Title match. Yep. They gave you everything. Samoa Joe pretty much was letting Hangman know that he was not no pushover, and Hangman's going to bring everything he needed and dig everything out his bag just to get the dub. And Hangman dug everything out his bag to get the dub. He had to beat Samoa Joe with not one, not two, but three lariats. Three lariats.
Buckshot lariats to put that man down. And Joe just looks like a beast taking him. He just hits one. He's like, man, don't hit me with that shit again. Hits him with that shit again. All right, you're pissed me. A third one just knocked his ass down. And it was a perfect pin right after. I'm like, yep, that's my Hangman. And that's my fucking final boss, Samoa Joe, right now. I love those guys.
Okay, did I miss anything during the match? Anything you want to talk about?
No, it was just
okay.
My notes. Watch the match.
All right, cool.
My big three are the tag title match, Chris Statlander and Tony Storm, and then this match. Watch if you can only watch some matches. Those three, watch those. You'll be all right.
All right, cool. At the end of the match, Samoa Joe, the ops come out, everyone's cheering. Yep. They're like, yeah. Hangman's like, all right, this is cool and everything. Literally, as Joe turned around, Powerhouse Hobbs, and Shibata, I can't call speaker spell no more. Shibata's over here beating on
Get that man. Get that motherfucker.
They beat the hell out of him. And Samoa Joe just like beating his ass and then gave him a brain buster on the strap. Craziness. Like, what happened? Like, I gotta know why we switched.
My heart shattered, but at the end of the day, Samoa Joe didn't do nothing wrong. I'm just saying, you want to embarrass me after the end of my match? I just lost. You want me to parade like I'm a happy goose? Nah, brother, I'm going to beat your ass real quick. Samoa Joe did nothing wrong. He ain't do nothing wrong. Not a single thing. I would have done the same thing. I love you, Hanger, but you ain't going to embarrass me like that. I don't care how many buckshots it took to take me down. You ain't gonna parade me around like a float.
But we gotta see though. We gotta see if they're gonna see what they're gonna do though. Because if all they're gonna do is just beat on Hangman, that means Samoa Joe's gonna get another opportunity.
And who doesn't love that? And who doesn't love? And what can we talk about? How good this I'll call it a heel turn because the ops weren't heels before; they were just badasses. Joe did that shit on purpose about talking about retiring at the end of his contract. Because I don't know if you've seen, they confirmed he's signed through 2027. So we've got time before that. They made him so sympathetic. Everybody was so excited to see him. They were chanting Joe from the second his music came on. They love Samoa Joe. And then he said, I don't know what y'all cheering for. I'm the bad guy, you motherfuckers. And just beat the hell out of Hangman. That's what I say. Joe's the best to ever do it. He's the best because that psychology. He's like, everybody's on my side. Everybody loves me. And everybody's so sad that I was even talking about retiring. Let me try to break their hearts by breaking their hero really quick. I fucking love Samoa Joe. I got a T-shirt on the way just because of that. Not just because of that, but I was already excited that I bought that Samoa Joe shirt. Zero regrets. I don't care. That's my
zero regrets.
GOAT right there. Like,
nah, that shit had me. I was shocked. I'm sitting there eating my Wingstop, and I'm like, "What in the hell just happened here?"
Yeah. And this is only gonna make Powerhouse look good, and because I think Powerhouse is gonna, eventually he's a world champion
now.
So now he gets to be a heel. Yeah, this is Dunsky. Them ops is about to look real scary. They about to look like Death Rider scary.
I'm be honest with them being a heel turn. I don't think they're gonna lose the straps now.
And honestly, the trios titles might be interesting again. because
It
now
might- it
you
might
got
be.
really heel ops walking around beating the hell out of people. Yeah, nah. That's why. And we'll talk about it in the main event. I feel like that would have been a way better main event segment than what we got. But
All right.
I'll play devil's advocate when we get there. But
Oh, can we get to? I can get to the main event.
I'm so down to talk about it because if we don't, I'm just gonna keep complimenting Joe for the next 20 minutes.
All right, so main event, ladies and gentlemen, we had a low key. It was a snoozer. Another hot take. And
I don't think it was a snoozer. I just
okay, snoozers. Okay,
not as good as
okay.
the match before it.
Let me also say this: it was a lot more tame than what I thought it was going to be. I don't know if that's a good thing or that's a bad thing, but we'll let time tell.
Probably.
But we
a
had
good thing considering
Darby.
who was in it.
We had Darby Allin versus John Mox, and this is gonna be an I Quit match. Like again, an I Quit match where they can do whatever they wanted to each other.
It was gross.
Okay,
Don't get me wrong.
I mean, not
Hey.
as gross as I thought it was going to be.
That finger spot with the bamboo stick, I turned my phone over. I'm not gonna lie to you. I could not watch it. I physically couldn't see it. Just them describing it on commentary messed me up. I hate the under the fingernail thing. They did that spot, and I was like, nope, I'm not watching it. But
That was only crazy spot though.
there was the aquarium.
Oh well, no. Yeah, I'm gonna say hold on. Besides that.
And Claudio just throwing that.
Oh
motherfucker.
my god, bro!
Yeah,
Claudio threw that man like a lawn dart, and he hit the deck so hard he bounced like a rag doll. Like what?
Tony Schiavone's case said, "Don't throw him over here, you motherfucker." I love that part killed me, but
Yo,
it was gross. It was everything you expected out of Darby and John Moxley being.
no, I don't think so.
I guess I kind of agree with you. There was blood early, I guess, is my thing. This is the second time. Was it this year? Was Revolution this year was Tony Mariah, right? That was Revolution this year?
Yeah.
This is the second time John Moxley should have got the way of the main event and let something better be there. Because I'm not gonna lie to you, Chris Tony should have main evented. Joe Hangman should have main evented. Hell, Brodito Takeshi Okada should have main evented. This shit was gross, but it wasn't gross.
It wasn't main event worthy.
This would have been a great opener.
Yeah.
But, and I want to play devil's advocate here. Wrestledream last year was the death of Bryan Danielson. And the big part of that was Darby feeling like it was his fault on why that happened. And that was a dark day for AEW. So I get them the next year wanting to flip it completely and it being the big, bright, good ending of the Death Riders stuff. Because I think they're completely done with the Death Riders wants to burn down AEW and rebuild it. I think this was the final thing for it. So in that sense, it was pretty good. I don't think it should have main evented over everything else on this card, though. Because,
No.
I'll be honest with you, I don't think anybody was still questioning that story in 2025. I think we were all kind of like, oh, he's not doing that. He's just terrorizing the roster now. Cool that you ended it because, Tony Khan has a thing about starting things and not finishing them. Great you ended it. I don't think it was that crazy for the main event. I didn't personally like it. I would have preferred another dark ending of Samoa Joe, the beloved big guy, being a new menacing heel coming out. And kind of, I'm not going to lie to you, I wouldn't do the trios match on Wednesday with the Hurt Syndicate. I wouldn't do it at all. I would want Joe to come out and talk shit to everybody about how he's like, you know
He
what?
still might, though. He might open the show.
I hope he does, because I don't think he should be doing the trios match on Wednesday. He should be explaining himself. And his explanation, I don't have to explain myself. I'm Samoa Joe. And that's it. That's the long and short of it. And don't have Hangman on TV because he got beat up by Samoa Joe. But yeah, I phenomenal show, kind of a piss ending. I'll be dead honest.
Yeah.
The aquarium was an aquarium.
Oh yeah, I wanted to get to that, bro. They got to the aquarium, and I'm like, I'm thinking about to waterboard him, honestly. I'm like, damn, they about to fill it up and just drown his ass right on national TV. Nope. they gonna take Darby's head and just shove it, damn near essentially give him like a swirly like we're in high school. Just dumping his head in there, telling him to quit. I'm like, what are we doing?
Well, the problem is he had to say I quit. So you can't keep him under the water till he stops moving, which I think would have been a visceral like reaction to seeing that on a wrestling show. But that's kind of what you were insinuating. But he can't do that because he can't quit. So you can't have Darby pass out. It should have just been a last man standing match at the end of the day.
Yeah.
That or just a regular hardcore match because it doesn't work the I quit format. And also, why the did Moxley give up from a Scorpion death? Not Scorpion
Bro.
Deathlock.
Bro, a
Is it
figure
Scorpion
four.
Deathlock?
No. I mean, it would because
I'm just calling it a sharpshooter. I can't remember what Sting calls it. But like, he quit for that. He didn't take enough damage for me as a viewer to warrant.
Thank you.
That Scorpion Deathlock. Maybe it was Deathlock. I don't know. And it tap out for it or quit for it. And I'm like,
bro, thank you.
It's like
I'm sitting here. What?
He's on the glass. Is he? I guess kinda, but like, that's still not enough for me. That wasn't enough for him to quit for that. I don't.
Thank you. No. You're definitely right because I'm sitting there watching Sting. Wait, damn, we didn't even talk about the part where Sting came back. Sting came back to help Darby because Darby was looking like it was looking real bleak for Darby.
He took all the brunt of all the offense.
I was about to say like I don't get it. Like he really took an ass beating like literally all night long.
Yeah.
Like literally from start of the match to the end, he was taking an ass whooping. Darby barely got anything. I mean, Darby got choked out. Whoop-de-doo. He got out of it, and he literally tapped from a sharpshooter. And like that was it.
That was it.
Piss ending. I would take the AEW men's world strap over this.
Facts. And I think like I was trying to like change it in my head, like maybe make it a submission match since he's been choking people out. I think I said that in the group chat.
Yeah.
But even that still doesn't really work because it's like he still didn't take any damage to his back. It's like he got put in that move on glass that you kind of saw because Sting like broke the aquarium while it was still in the ring. And it's like, I guess I think that's the ending. It was, I guess.
Yeah, it was nothing crazy
because the Joe ending was better. The Tony ending was better. And Bandito did a 21 plex salute with one arm. And Okada hasn't been pinned since. I don't think he's been pinned at all. That might have been his first pin. His first pinfall loss.
And now, Bandito. Yeah, Bandito. He got a unified
championship match on
Thank
Wednesday.
you.
And that fuck yeah, hell yeah.
That's gonna be a good ass match.
Dude, I can't wait.
But we can't we can't stray away. We can't stray away because
Jay brought up the idea that this makes Moxley kind of look back because like how do you give up? I'm not gonna lie to you, not really, because Mox is still just gonna come out and choke somebody out on Wednesday. It kind of I think Darby
can't
looks
see that though.
Darby looks less of a guardian of AEW than he did going into the match because you heard that crowd. That crowd popped like hell when he won, but like, okay.
Well, I'm definitely with that though, because it definitely makes Mox look weak. Like, bro, like you said, like there's nothing that got done to him. Like Darby did not do enough damage, and like just for you to win like that, like, bro, I literally at 12:30 this morning, I'm like, I stayed up for that ending.
Honestly,
like I was I was upset. Okay, Cap, I was upset. Okay,
but I still don't think it makes Mox look bad at all. Like it does. I think it does make him look bad, but not in the grand scheme of it. In 2 months, we're not going to be thinking about this. But in 2 months, I'm not going to be.
Right now, though,
I'm not campaigning for Darby to do anything though. Like I'm kind of.
Oh, absolutely not. No, that's out there. That's out there.
Well, he can go for the TNT title and go beef with Kyle or something. But I don't care. Like, and I don't want him to beat Kyle. So it's like, I don't think Darby looks any better coming out than he did look coming in, and Mox kind of looks worse, but like not really. He's still gonna have the cool entrance. He's still gonna choke out everybody else that comes after him. I don't know. This was an I guess ending, and it sucks.
Yeah,
because it's the same ending we got at Revolution when Tony and Mariah should have main evented that show. It's like my goat ain't looking too good on these main events because I was kind of shocked they announced this for the main event.
Yeah.
I was like,
and then for y'all to announce it as a main event and to give us that type of match, or they were like, the only crazy thing was really like, was literally just a finger spot.
Yeah.
Like we weren't get we like that's literally and that was and oh sorry in the aquarium
I
stuff,
was
but
like,
like that was
the drowning was tame. It's like, but
like
in
yeah.
reality, it kind of was. So it's like,
Compare like he brought out the lighter fluid. I'm thinking he's about to light someone on fire.
yeah,
No one got lit on fire. I'm like,
no
bro,
fire.
like what? Like
And,
you put Darby through 2 tables.
and don't get me wrong, nobody should be set on fire. But also, then why do you even bring out the lighter fluid? It could have been pepper spray for all I care. You know, not actually.
And then
pepper spray.
sorry. And then Darby got tased one time. Oh, that was it. Like that was such a tamed I Quit match for them for everything that they're doing in between before we got here. You literally said you put Mox on fire inside the body bag.
Yeah.
You put Darby in the body bag and drug him out of here. Like we did all this stuff just for us to get no body bags and no fire.
You know what would have been a better ending with the water all over the ring? To have Darby threaten to tase the water. It's like, is that like rational? Is it actually gonna like do some crazy shock thing, like shock damage to it? Probably, it's probably gonna be, pretty fucked up. Have him cover him in water again. It's just like the visual of shocking the puddle to shock Moxley basically to death would have looked better than a random scorpion deathlock on the broken glass.
Bro, it's just
Because it doesn't.
like it's not like he took the glass and stabbed him with it.
It didn't invoke panic to me because respectfully, Darby isn't that big of a guy, and Moxley is that big of a guy. And it looked like he could have flicked Darby off of that hold because he's that much bigger than Darby is. So the visual of him like, I'm gonna shock you, possibly to death, because this entire ring is full of water, and hell, it might kill me too. I'm gonna do this because I don't know how else to stop you. And Moxley freaking out like, no, don't do that. I quit. Makes more sense than, oh no, my big muscly chest is wet touching glass. Like, it's not the same thing.
What? I'm crying.
The visuals don't look good for either.
No, I'm definitely with you on that.
Cause
I was definitely let down though. I was like, look, I really was.
Because I love what Moxley said, where he said, you don't care about him, the ref, and they don't care about him either, or they wouldn't let him do this to himself. That being Moxley beating the fuck out of him. So him trying to get him to quit fast, it's like, oh, Moxley doesn't actually think this is disrespectful bullshit. He's thinking, I genuinely don't want to kill Darby, but I will if he doesn't quit. And then the visual ending of just like, oh yeah, he's on glass. It's like,
Oh, ass,
sure,
so
I
ass.
guess. And I hate to be the bearer of bad news. That shit sucked. That was 2024 TK booking, and I don't like it. I don't like it at all. It's just the visual. Maybe if Moxley was bleeding, and
maybe
because it's like, oh, he's running out of blood. He's now covered in glass. He's all wet. Fine, I quit because I genuinely don't have it in me anymore. Moxley wasn't bleeding. He was full. He looked like he was at full HP while Darby was getting tossed around the arena. And again, if Darby doesn't quit, is the TLDR of the story. It just wasn't enough. The visual wasn't enough. But overall, a great pay-per-view.
Not to be that guy, the ass whooping that Darby got was enough for him to still be able to win. I'm sorry.
I only disagree because I don't know what more they could have done to him. They did all the spots. They drowned him at one point. But even then, it's like Sting came out. Sting didn't do anything but give him a bat. It's not like Sting gave him a health pack. He just gave him a bat.
Oh, sorry. He gave him a bat and took Marina out the arena.
Yeah, but Moxley don't like. I understand the whole.
Yeah.
She's she's the difference maker or whatever, and that is true. Even if Marina was out there, I don't think Moxley should have tapped or quit there because it just didn't. Oh, what was it's like? Oh, he didn't quit in front of his strongest soldier. Who cares? I don't care.
Shit, not at all.
This was low key a throwaway.
When
we look back at the history of AEW, people will say it was a good match, and maybe it was, but it wasn't great. It wasn't a great match. I think
compared to the other ones, this was at the bottom of the barrel. But that was a card, ladies and gentlemen.
That was the card.
I definitely agree though with RJ. This is definitely one of these pay-per-views where you're like, yeah, you go watch it. You don't gotta watch it, but it's okay to revisit.
Yeah, if you've got time to watch it, it's a watch. If you can stomach what Moxley does to people, But if you don't like Moxley matches or you don't have the time, you're not missing anything with this one. No. Which is unfortunate considering how good the Death Riders have been since, I'd say, a few months before All In. But now,
Mm-hmm.
I'd say up to this, they've been fine. They've been strong looking. They look good. But this just was like, okay, I'm all right. I'm not saying I want them gone, but it didn't do anything for anybody. I guess Darby looked cool.
It was just. I'm
He
so
got
upset.
to hold the flag.
Like last thing before I ended. Like I'm just really upset. Like I stayed up just for like a shit ending.
It was a piss ending. I think it was.
It definitely was. But as y'all know, ladies and gentlemen, tell us what you think. Do you think this was a good pay-per-view? What matches you did like, what matches you didn't like? Or is it things that I missed, that RJ missed, that you want to talk about, that you think that we should talk about? Do you feel like there's parts in the pay-per-view that was like, man, this really happened, y'all didn't talk about it? Y'all let us know.
Facts.
As y'all know, at the bottom, you can follow us at all our links, all on Twitter, because I'm not calling it X, on
Facts.
Threads, on... I didn't think you gonna say that. On Threads, whatever social media that y'all got, we more than likely we're on it.
Yeah, we over there.
But in the words of RJ, we'll see you when we motherfucking see you.